Alright, so here I am, trying to catch a mood again, always trying to get that right vibe. Usually around 3 or 4 in the morning with some weed and some quietness, you can get, for lack of a better word, the magical vibe. I mean, for lack of a better word, I don't know how to describe it. And there's different states you can get, but what I want to talk about this time is I started feeling pretty good, and I said to myself, I was just getting on my walk. I was like, yeah, I get back to that state of knowing who you are. I just said it in my head as like self-talk because I started feeling pretty good. I was like, yeah, I was just kind of like, yeah, I get back to that state. There you go. Of really knowing who you are. And I started to kind of walk up straight and just look at everything. And I thought, I started feeling appreciation. And at the same time, I started thinking, this is about how you appreciate the bus that you built. You look at it some days, and I'm really happy I built this, and it feels really good, right? You're looking at it, and it's like, God damn, or any kind of thing that you do that you're proud of, right? That was just what I was thinking of, and this all came out really fast. It's just blip, been like 3 seconds so far, and then I was like looking at the outside. I was like, I feel it coming. The state where I feel that proudness and appreciation for accomplishment by looking at all this, everything, the feelings, the thoughts, the existence. Really, though, this perspective, this visual perspective of distance, 3D space, time, and weight, and all this stuff. And I felt the same, or started to see that I was going to feel the same way I did about sitting in my bus. Some days I sit in my bus and I just look at everything I built, and I'm just like, man, I'm so proud of myself. And I started getting that same feeling for looking at this existence. So I'm like, that's what we are. We're just creators, right? Right? And we created this thing, and we are so proud of it and enamored with it. This physical reality. And if you can really genuinely get to the state to where you feel like that and it's real about what you look at, just this existence, just like, damn, I did this. You know what I mean? Like, we did this. What the fuck? And you can get that proudness about it. It'll always be mixed in with kind of wonder and magic, though, because, look at this shit. Every little nook and cranny, every stone on the street, every grass in the yard, every fucking iota of rubber on a tire, every bug fucking another bug right now, all the humans sleeping, awake, eating shit, and fucking all right now. And it all looks like this, so crisp, clean, 3D, space, walk from A to B, go up and down. Yeah, it's all the same, soft, light, ethereal, all-encompassing blanket. But yeah, it looks like this. And we created it, right? So we should feel this. I'm coming up on the feelings of proudness about it, but I think we should feel really good about this, about ourselves. Because we are something more than what we are known to know, usually. Because I think the thing that we really love and proud of, and the thing that we like doing, this physical, real existence, plus all the other shit that's going on, the spiritual, how it's different levels. Like, you can be in the real dense dance, and then you can be someone who's really flowing and blowing and creating their reality, but all still here in the same technically same dense world, shared reality. It's it's remarkable what's going on here. I forgot where I was going with that. I was going somewhere else with that, but I think I was just going over how fucking crazy all this shit is. And we're making it. We're doing this. Or we did this and we're playing it. Oh, that's what I was saying. It's a game we like to play, just happens to. Also, you know, we like it so real, and it only works if we cleanse our remembering of what's going on, at least for a little while. It doesn't work. Because if you remember what's going on when you get in here, it's not quite the same game. You're not quite in the same reality. You have to start from a blank, completely not knowing who you are. Like just getting some parents, grow up and see where the ball flies, you know? There's always this kind of like innate, intuitive inner pull to always learning who you are eventually. Like, you know, everything that happens in that so-called bump and just out there in the raw dog dance, it is everything will guide you to figuring all this out, but in a time that you want to figure it all out, because I think we want to experience that not knowing and just being a real human. I think it's a rest. I think it's a great fortunate thing. It's to be able to forget when you are all that is and eternal and you never start and you never end. It is a great thing to be able to funnel portions of yourself through a great forgettery. And the forgettery isn't just some white roomed needle thing kind of thing, you know, it's real life existence, so it's fun too. It's like a vacation. Some people wake up during this vacation and then it's like a double vacation because it's like, oh, I got it finally. I'm in the dance, but I remembered who I was finally. It only took 3 billion lifetimes, but here I am. I knew I'd get it eventually. Proudness of this creation. This is crazy. Just because I don't remember hammering in the nails of existence, per se, I am coming into remembrance of how this all works and kind of the rigmarole we got ourselves in, being an energy. Plasma. It's a scary fact thinking you might not be able to ever fully know yourself being the only thing there is. Alright? Some kind of tautology there. Some kind of, because you're always the one, you being yourself, are always one asking, wanting to know. You see? It's the thing Alan Watts would talk about, that you're trying to better yourself. But you are the one that's trying to be better. So you're already bad. And you're trying to... So the bad person is trying to become a good person. But he's bad, so it's like, how is he going to get there? He's already on the wrong foot. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing. And I think that's what causes this perpetual expanding or this whirlpooling. Or maybe that's just a natural thing of existence. That's just what it always does. And it always does this every single time, or only one time, depending on, I guess, how you look at it. And it's always the case that portions of itself wake up to a certain amount of understanding of itself. All the time. It's just what happens. And it happens either in a human form, or it happens in a fucking donkey form, or a blade of grass, or maybe the fucking, well, it's a plant. Well, I gotta stop separating inanimate objects like chairs from plants and humans. It's all the same shit. It's all the same shit. I gotta get away from that. Maybe it's just a natural thing is what I was getting at. Like, there's nothing, you know, like that saying, nothing goes wrong. This is just how it happens. And when you yourself finally come around to it, you'll have your own life experiences. You know, I can imagine all the beings who've kind of been around the block of human experience, sitting around a big table at the end of their kind of experiences. Or maybe they're always sitting there because they have the larger portions of ourselves are always sitting at this table. And we just say, oh, you remember the time you finally figured out who you were? Yep, it was 2000, it was mid-2000s. Yep, I remember that was a good time. I mean, I'm just sitting around, and there's like little Johnny in the corner. He's never remembered yet. He's still out in the game. Yeah, he's the only one in the group that hasn't remembered. So his inner being's not sitting at a table. He's like kind of more somewhere else trying to really grinding hard, trying to get Johnny to figure the fucking shit out. God damn, he's never gonna figure this shit out. He keeps making the same mistake. It's gonna be another 40 lifetimes. You hear him in the back room. That's kind of cool. Thinking about that. Our higher selves in like a social media house. And the game they're playing is human existence. And one of them hasn't made it to level like 80 yet. And then when you're 80, you figure out who you are in the game. Hey, I like this. This is good stuff. Where the fuck am I? I hate when this happens. I'll be walking around and shit, just thinking and talking. And then like, fuck, where am I? Man, right here, left here. Or you're walking on the correct path, but you don't immediately recognize the houses. And you're like, oh shit. It's kind of the same feeling when you just keep saying the same word over and over and over again and it loses its meaning. It's like this scenery has no meaning to me. Where the fuck? Oh, never mind. Wait, is that where I'm at? How the fuck did I just keep going straight? Wait, there's a stop sign. Ah. Okay, and there's a meaning comes fading back into the exact same scenery. And now it's different. Anyway, let me get back on my morning walk here. I just went way longer than I thought. I just wanted to talk about the being proud of actual existence and self in the same respect of being proud of something you built. But for real, you come around to the existence that you really feel this way. And so when you look at other people and things, it's just, you just fucking turning inside out like a whirlpool of fucking just, I want to say compassion or just lovey-doveys. The lovey-doveys, you're just like, come on. It's like you just want to literally take existence and pinch his cheeks. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Come on. You lucky that I love the fuck out of you. Get the fuck out of here. How do you even exist? See, I usually save this feeling for when I'm crushing on a girl. I'm just looking at the little cheeks. I'm just like, God damn it. Get that fucking face out. It's the same feeling though, and now I can have it for existence itself, which includes these people, but I'm doing it as a whole. I'm not trapped in an old belief system that says I have to get this feeling of whatever this undulating, world-pooling, inside-out feeling of ah-dahs and lovey-doveys and just cutie-kabooty feelings. This is the best way I can explain it. It's like unconditional love, I think. Just proudness, really proud. Also, it's right there with it. Like, feeling appreciation is right there with it, too. Fucking some fireflies. They weren't lighting their booties, though. At least I think it was a firefly. And so I used to give that power to just the person I was crushing on. I'm like, well, I can't wait to see him again so I can feel this way, or I gotta think of, you know what I mean? But now the feeling comes first. And I realized my mistake all my life of what universe is trying to show me. And see, it's a scary thought at first, because, I like crushing and falling for people and being interested in somebody and having that feeling. And I thought if I don't do it that way, maybe I won't have the fun of... It's not the chase, because I've never really too much of a chaser, or like it's a game, or like fishing or something. That was never me. Some guys are like that, girls are like that too. But it's like, just the happening of meeting somebody and falling for them. It's a thing. It's fun. It's like, it's exciting. So you don't want to lose that. So and somewhere in this journey of trying to figure out that it's the feeling you want and not the person. That's too strong. You do want the person, but if the feeling comes first, you think that maybe it won't be that way anymore. But it's better. It's better because you get that feeling that makes you all happy. It's just that you're not thinking that it's them that's doing it alone. It's mostly you. It's you are doing that connection. And now you're not using them as an excuse for it or giving your power away to them. that's the important thing about that lovey-dovey pinching cheek. And the reason I say it all the time, because when I say it, I can get the feeling back. If I'm close enough, I can get it back by just thinking about either someone I either had a crush on before, or I'll just start saying the cutie beauty things and thinking about pinching someone, and usually I can kind of get that feeling back. Or maybe now I'd be able to look at existence itself like this and just be in awe of it, like when I look at something I've built. Just so proud and fortunate. Look at this shit. Look at this motherfucking shit. How, it's natural that it's so amazing, but we've acclimated ourselves to it. We don't even see it. And it's natural though, so it's not like anyone's doing anything wrong. We couldn't have our game if we couldn't do that. We couldn't have this game of real existence if we couldn't acclimate and forget and all that kind of stuff. It's just it's funny, but it's also a little like sad. But you can't get too sad because you know what's going on. You know it's not serious going on. You think of all the people who haven't figured it out, but then know that they're also always right where they're supposed to be. And there's a lot of phases and levels in life where that does not make sense to you. Where everything is always perfect every time, no matter what. You have to get to and I just say high level, it's a way of talking. It's really, levels aren't really, it's just a way of talking. So you communicate. You get to a high enough level of understanding and knowing and experience, and then that finally makes sense to you. Although it's a tug of war a little bit. It's a back and forth, and the transition to that becoming a real belief. You really believe it. Usually, at times like this, I find that right mood, that right time for me. It's usually around 2 to 4 in the morning. Smoke a weed. I mean, the birds don't fucking hurt, let me tell you. Nighttime. Just no one's out here. It feels like you own the world, right? And then you really start feeling this stuff. You can really come into this stuff, and then it's not you're not faking yourself, right? But this took many years. I just come out here on these nights, and since it's 3 in the morning, and I smoke a bowl, and I believe this stuff. No, that's not what I'm saying. This is a habit something I've been cultivating like this for a long time. Anyway. Alright, so I was going to end, and then I started going off on not giving your power away. It's very important. I really just want to get that cutie caboodie feeling back. I'm going off on it. And this is one thing to teach. It's hard to tell sometimes, and I'm not sure I'm there yet to tell if I'm going off on the feeling or have I stayed there so long I'm acclimating to it. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe almost the same thing, right? Because I would do the same thing in either case. Oh, I'm not feeling it quite like I used to. And now that could mean I just focus somewhere else for a little bit, and my focus is a little sloppy, or maybe I'm there so long that was a clicking point to where it becomes like I don't feel as much. It's still there. I'm just used to it. And in either case, no matter what it is, one sloppy thinking and one sloppy quantification knowing of your guiding system, maybe. But you do the same thing. You try to think of a thing that try to bolster it. To me, say the words or think the thoughts. Remember what happened when I had the feeling, and see if you can get it back. And then is it getting it back? It's getting it back if it was sloppy seeking, coming back into your most highest alignment so far. And if it was just acclimation, is it getting it back? It's not getting it back if it's acclimation. So if it's acclimation, maybe using the thoughts and stuff to kind of get it going doesn't work, and that's how you know it's acclimation. So if I sat here trying to get it back and it didn't work, maybe that would be acclimation. And then what are you gonna do? I think you just gotta live more life experience at that point, right? For something new to happen, to desire something different, to find out something different, something more. Now, what if thinking the thoughts did bring the feeling back, and it was acclimation and not me sloppily thinking? Okay, nice bird. Is that confirmation for this route and thinking? Look at you just staying right there. Anyway, um, confirmation, sloppy thinking or acclimation. Figuring out that it's acclimation and not sloppy thinking. And am I able to think myself back into the feeling if that is the case? And if it's the case, why would it be the case? Because if it's acclimation, I didn't lose anything. I just settled into the difference of the feelings. I just got used to it. Like if you stay there long enough, you stay in a hot bath that keeps the temperature at whatever, pretty hot. You get in there, it's fucking hot. After you're in there a while, you feel, you're good. You're good. You acclimate to it. You know it's still the same temperature because you're some fucking warp machine or something. Same thing. So I'm in there, I'm good. I don't really feel that good hotness anymore that I want. And I'm trying to get it back. I don't think it would work through pushing the thoughts like it would if you were just not focused on it anymore. And this goes with just plain focusing too and not thinking. Like if I was just focusing on my feeling body, feeling that feeling, and it feels good, I'm focused on it, yeah, it's getting better. Maybe I'm focusing elsewhere and then it goes away. Okay, that's different. But maybe I'm still focused on it, but then I acclimate to it, but I know I'm still focusing on it. Then how do I raise from that? If it's all cyclic, all the emotions I'm feeling can always be felt again and over, and it's different flavors using for the same kind of things. It's all cyclic, like recyclable, right? And then so let's say I've acclimated and I didn't just start sloppy thing. So let's say I've been in the lovey-doveys, I'm loving that feeling, and I almost get it back now. This is good. To see how it derails your thought when you get into the feelings. You're like, oh, I don't even want to think, I just want to get it back. But I've been focused for so long, I've acclimated to it. It doesn't feel as zippy as I wanted it to feel anymore, but I know I'm still there. So I think about a little cutie booty, some little cute animal, or I got the existence thing going, I'm so proud of it. And I get to feel, yes, I can feel it kind of moving. And for the sake of not drawing this out too long, I'm going to take that. Any movement I say means I can get more movement out of it. I just focus and stop fucking yapping my mouth, trying to teach it at the same time. But that tells me you can use your thought to get it going up again from acclimation and not just from sloppy thought. And I think that works because it is cyclic. It's cyclic. So it's that same, getting that feeling back is not coming to a new higher feeling. It kind of feels that same sweet feeling that I've gotten to so far. And it feels like, okay, now I'm getting higher again. But really, we're just reusing the same feeling. And the feeling of acclimation goes to a different frequency feeling. And you think, because of the way it's going now, and the way existence seems, I've acclimated to it. Now I need something else to bring me out of that and crack that shell. But no, you're just doing frequencies. Just focus. You know what that sweet feeling feels like when you haven't acclimated to it. So get it back. Feel it into place. Think about it. Talk about it. Do whatever works for you. You can do it if you're sloppy thinking or if you acclimate. Doesn't matter. We're just feeling frequencies here. And then we're kind of pacing over just reality. It's all illusions. It doesn't matter. Your beliefs are what matter. Get that through your fucking head, man. Your beliefs are what matter. Override everything. If you can get yourself to truly believe this the way it is, this is the way it's gonna be. But it's very tricky to actually get yourself to really believe something. Anyone who's gone down this route, or if you're just aware and just see the world, or if you just look back at your life and what you've believed and what people try to tell you and whatever, it's very tricky to get you to fully believe. The way I was, and I think a lot of humans tend to roll out default as is, they kind of they kind of sit on the fence. Well, I don't know, it could be this, could be that. I don't know. Could it be God, could not be God? I, I don't really give a shit. I'm trying to fucking work. You know what I mean? That's where I was rolling into. You know what I mean? You don't really go down any damn route. I forget what tangent I was on this already. Whatever. Now I'm just walking and talking. Getting that feeling back. The acclimation thing I was talking about. How did I get to that? So I've decided that yes, you can. If you have lost your good feeling that you like, whatever it is, through sloppy focus, you can just redirect your focus and get it back through thought and focus. But if you've also been there so long that you acclimated, you can also do the same thing. That is my conclusion on that. You can still do the same thing. You can still get it back through thought and focus, because we're all just reusing the same different frequencies and for the different states, and feeling good to feeling acclimated, or feeling good to feeling focusing somewhere else inadvertently or whatever. It's the same drop in frequency feeling. It's not any different. So you can get it back either way. If that makes sense. Makes sense to me. Probably makes sense to nobody. Talk to the madman. Anyway, that's that one.